Hi, this is Kathy, and I am reading for May 15th, which is a Sunday. It just so happens that I'm going on vacation that week. And so the idea that I came up for this day is how everybody, most people, when they're going on vacation, they're planning, they're going to go here and there. And what I want to do the reading on is about staying in the moment and being able to be spontaneous. Imagine that, because with that spontaneity, you're going to be more joyful, more relaxed, and more in the moment. So I'm going to stop the video and put the camera on the cards so that we can pick 3 cards for this pattern. Okay, so we're picking 3 cards today based on staying in the now moment when you're on vacation, moving out of our programming where we have anxiety come in. And so we're going to pick the first card. This is the first card for changing this frequency pattern, being able to have awareness so you can move it up. The first card that we choose is the 18. And this 18 is the embodiment level of the 9. And so these 2 positions are where you're at right now, and this is a universal reading, and this is what's reflected in your life. And so the second card are these 2 positions, and they're all about what the divine wants you to know, and moving that into a higher frequency. The card that we chose here is the 31. Okay, and then the last card that we're picking, which is going to be for these 2 positions, which is your particles of possibility, moving into your new frequency pattern. And the card we chose is the 29. And we'll start with the 18. And the 18 is all about edging God out. And so here is, in your scenario, here is the divine, this little one. And here are you trying to make everything happen and moving into the frequency pattern, hustle and bustle. And guess what? When you do that, you lose the spontaneity. And then you get done with your vacation, you're going, oh, what did we do? We went to all the destinations that we planned, but where is the joy? And so that is what you're reflecting now, reflection and where you're at right now. And so as we're moving around this symbol, we move here to what the divine wants you to know, what's hidden. And over here is all of the particles that are really far apart right now. And you're going to work with the divine, and you're going to bring those particles in to to allow yourself to go into neutrality, go into the abstract, and then just shoot right up the black hole into the next pattern. It's like grace and ease, looking at it. And so the card that we got is the mastery level of the 4. And so that is that 4. If you can see right here, all of the particles are just on the edge, and they're almost into probability. And so it's really the mastery level of the 4. And then we move into the particles of possibility and the new frequency pattern. We have the 29. That is the bridge of the 11, which is moving up into the master number 11. And so with that, we're going to have to pick one more card because you got the 29. It's going to give us more information on that. So we're going to pick the 25. And the 25, if you look at that card, so you got the 25 moving up into 11. And then you've got that 25, which is, look at all the gears, and look at the beauty of that card. It's like a time machine. This 25 is the mastery level of 7. And it's like all of those gears are turning so that you're totally staying in the frequency to create what you really want to create, which is joy. And so you take that 29, which is the 11, you move it into the 25, which is the mastery level of 7. And then when you're bringing it down to where you're at, guess what? Everything disappears, because everything that you've had just moves out of your field, because you've got the 25 moving out of the loop, moving that into the 7, which is just being in that divine flow. It's like, if you go somewhere, it's okay. If you don't get there, it's okay. So you move out of that compulsion to accomplish everything that you set out to do. It's like you're more relaxed. And so that 25 just tells us that the gears are moving. If you look at that 25, it's like it's moving into the black hole, and it's like creating all of those particles are moving in and out, and you are changing your mind and staying in the frequency. So I'm going to do a little code for us. And so the code is going to be, and the code is derived from numerology, where the first 9 numbers, everything reduces down except 11, 22, and 33. And so we're going to take that 18, and it becomes the embodiment level of the 9. And so what you're actually doing is shifting. Here is the divine, and here you are being able to follow that and totally hand it over to the divine, because your higher self, God, is going to take you exactly where you need to go. If you wanted to go here and the divine says go there, you're able to just breathe and do it instead of getting anxious and nervous. Okay. And then that's your first code, is the 9. Then we're going to move over here to this 31, which is the mastery level of the 4. And so your divine is going to work with you, and it's going to allow all these beautiful particles to come together. And so you've got and you're being able to stay in that abstract structure. It's like if you see on that 31, you have all the particles, and they're getting ready to move into particles of possibility and particles of probability. And then we move over here, which is the particles of possibility coming in to support you. Look at how, if you stay in the divine and you move through the 4, you're going to come over here to this 29, which is the mastery level of 11. It's like you're moving, it's like a transition. You're moving into the 11 and the bullseye. This marks the spot. And the card that we pulled to support that is the 25, which the 25 is you're either looping or you're stepping into mastery. And so with the other cards that you pulled, I would say that you're getting ready to step into mastery. And when you do go on that vacation, it's going to be divinely orchestrated. You're going to be right where you need to be at all times. You're going to be in joy. You're going to be relaxed. And there's not going to be quite the agenda. So I'm back facing you, really supporting you, loving you, and really holding that space for you guys to move into this beautiful frequency wherever you go. I happen to be going to Sedona, which is one of the major areas on the planet. And what I'm going to do for the next three readings is I'm going to put up a picture of one of the vortexes and kind of explain about it. It's like I'm going to do Bell Rock, Cathedral, and Boynton Canyon. And I'm going to just talk a little bit about it, and I'm going to pick a card for each of these vortexes so we can see and code to the energy for the day, because you might be working, you might be at your job, and you may get home and you may turn on this video and just kind of watch where we're going with this. And so thank you. I love you. It is done. We'll see you on the 17th.